friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the new Samsung Galaxy A50. So Samsung announced two new devices in the A series, the A30 and A50. And the A50 comes at the price of Rs 19,999. That's really great pricing for a Samsung A series smartphone in India. The device also comes with pretty good hardware. It has a 6.4 inches Super AMOLED display. It's a full HD plus resolution display. It also has the Exynos 9610 octa-core processor with either 4 or 6 GB RAM. Then you get a triple camera setup and a good selfie camera in the form of a 25 megapixel shooter. It also has Android 9.0 with the new One UI and a 4000 mAh capacity battery with fast charging. That's 15-watt fast charging is supported. So overall, looking at the pricing and the specification offered, this is probably one of the best A series smartphones Samsung has launched in recent times, and the value for money aspect of the A series has been improved with the A50 launched in India. Even though the hardware is good, let's find out how the device performs and how it competes with other smartphones in this price segment. So let's get started with a detailed review. First step, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now design wise, if you look at the front panel, you can see that this device comes with the Infinity U display. You can see the small notch on the top panel. It looks quite good, and it also has this beautiful display, and the bottom chin looks slightly on the high side, but nevertheless Samsung has done a pretty good job. The display is slightly curved towards the edges and gives it a good feel altogether. Now looking at the back panel, this is one area where the device looks quite good. You can see the curved back panel and looks pretty good. It has a triple camera setup, the Samsung logo, and overall gives it a good feel altogether. Even though this is made of plastic material, it actually feels premium, and the glossy finish adds to the beauty of the device. So overall we feel Samsung has done a pretty good job with the design and build quality. Even though it's plastic, it definitely feels pretty good for the price segment. Now in terms of the hardware buttons, we have the power and volume keys on the right side. The bottom section houses the USB Type-C port, the 3.5mm audio jack and the speaker, and the top portion does not have any openings or slots, and the left side houses the SIM tray. Here we have a dedicated SD card slot also included. So that's the design and build quality of the Samsung Galaxy A50, and overall we feel this is definitely good in terms of the design and build quality. Now moving on to the display. The device comes with a 6.4 inches of full HD plus resolution display. It has this Infinity U notch. You can see the notch is pretty small, and this device has the Super AMOLED display. It's 19.5:9 aspect ratio, and as usual the Super AMOLED panels are easily one of the best we have seen in every price segment. And here again you can see the display looks really good. It's a top-notch display, and this has Gorilla Glass 3 support. Even though it's an older version of Gorilla Glass, but it definitely gets Gorilla Glass 3 support on the display. So overall the display feels really nice. The touch response also feels very smooth, and overall this is easily one of the best displays in the sub 20k price segment. So that's definitely a good aspect from Samsung. Now moving on to the software. So the Samsung Galaxy A50 comes with Android 9.0 out of the box, and this has the new Samsung's One UI. So if you have seen the new Samsung S series smartphones, you might have seen the new One UI. So it is more of a refined UI, we would say. The icons and options are grouped much better, and it's more of a clutter-free UI. And it also features additional modes like there is smart pop-up view, motions and gestures, panic mode, dual apps support, and theming support is also included. So there are lots of customization options included, and looks quite good in terms of the features being offered. Now one thing what we noticed was the response time is slightly on the high side. For example, if you go to the settings or if you open the app, the response time is slightly on the higher side. But then overall it definitely feels quite good with the latest version of Android. That's Android 9.0 is available on the A50. Now talking about the performance, so this device is running on the Exynos 9610 octa-core processor, which is a really good processor, and it can be compared to the Snapdragon 660 octa-core chipset. You can see that the benchmark score, and let's also have a look at the detailed benchmark score. You can see the CPU score and the GPU score. So overall this device definitely feels good in terms of the performance. The 9610 does a pretty good job overall. We also done a speed test with some of the other phones and found that the app performance is quite good. The memory management is also quite acceptable for this price segment. Now talking about the gaming experience, we could play most of the game in highest possible graphic settings, and we found that the gaming experience is definitely good, but then there were some heating issues with almost like 40 minutes of gaming. It went close to around 47 degrees. Though that's something which Samsung can fix. The heating issue is definitely there when you play intensive gaming for almost like 30 to 40 minutes. In normal usage, it is pretty smooth and no heating issues in regular day-to-day usage. So that's the performance aspect of the Samsung Galaxy A50. Now the Samsung Galaxy A50 is also first A series smartphone or phone from Samsung below the 20K price segment, which comes with the in-display fingerprint scanner. So this device has in-display fingerprint scanner. And now we'll just demo the fingerprint scanner performance. So you can see that this is the fingerprint scanner performance. So it is quite accurate, but then it does take some time to unlock. You can see that it's not very fast in unlocking. So this can be fixed with a software update. So we expect Samsung to work on this. You can see there is a lag when unlocking the device using the fingerprint scanner. Now the face unlock looks pretty good. Again, it's quite fast enough. Although it might not be the fastest out there, because you get the Poco F1 with really great face unlock, but this is quite fast. Again, it definitely does a pretty good job. So that's the face unlock on the Samsung Galaxy A50. Now other aspects include this device has pretty good call quality, and the speakers, bottom mounted speakers, are also quite good. We also done a test on the speakers in our FAQ video. Now this device also comes with the dual SIM cards and 4G LTE and VoLTE support, and there is a dedicated SD card support available. It's definitely a great aspect from Samsung in case you want to expand the storage. So apart from that, this device looks good in terms of performance, and we didn't see any sort of major issues on the A50. Now talking about the most important aspect, the cameras. The Samsung Galaxy A50 comes with a 25 megapixel primary camera with f-stop 1.7 aperture, secondary 8 megapixel ultra wide camera with f2.2 aperture, and a third 5 megapixel camera with again f2.2 with depth sensor. Now there is also a 25 megapixel f2.0 camera on the selfies, so it can take some pretty good selfies as well. Now let's have a look at the samples we have taken with the Samsung Galaxy A50. So overall we feel that the Samsung Galaxy A50 does a pretty good job. You can see the daylight captures have come quite good, the colors are also pretty good, the details are pretty good. But then when we reviewed the Samsung Galaxy A50 camera, we mentioned that the white balance seems to be slightly off, especially in bright sunlight, but otherwise the camera performed pretty well, and we could see that even in close-up images it did a pretty good job. And also, even if you look at the portrait mode, Samsung Galaxy A50 did a pretty good job with edge detection as well. So portraits are also pretty good, and you also get the option to change the bokeh even after you have taken the images. Now talking about the video recording, it can also take video recording in 1080p with EIS support. There is also ultra wide camera for video recording, and ultra wide camera photos didn't look that great. There is a lot of distortion in the ultra wide shots, even though ultra wide shots do have distortion, but this is something which is too high in terms of the distortion. So apart from that, this device comes with slow motion as well. 720p slow motion is included, and the selfie camera also looks quite good. The 25 megapixel AI selfie camera did a pretty good job, and it can take some really good selfies. So overall the camera was definitely good, but a few minor issues which can be fixed with software updates, and there is also no 4K recording available on the camera. That's something which is kind of downside, but otherwise the camera performance is satisfactory. Now finally, the battery life. So the Samsung Galaxy A50 comes with a 4000 mAh capacity battery with a fast charging supported. So 4000 mAh capacity with a 15 watt fast charging, so it can charge in around 1 hour 15 minutes time using the fast charger. And the battery life is also pretty good. You get around 6.5 to 7 hours of screen on time easily on this device, and the battery performance looks pretty good, and it's pretty optimized with the Exynos 9610 octa-core processor. So now we have done the detailed review of the Samsung Galaxy A50. So let's just summarize the pros and cons. The pros include good design and build quality, excellent display performance, Android 9.0 is included, good performance all round, great battery life, pretty good cameras as well. Now the downsides of the device include fingerprint scanner is a bit slow to respond, then no 4K support as of now. Then apart from that, the software experience is not very fast, although these things are very minor issues, but then the response time was not really great. Also apart from that, the low light performance of the camera was not very great. So Samsung Galaxy A50 is probably the best value for money smartphone in the A series announced by Samsung in India, and this is a really good value for money package at 19,999, especially with the Samsung's brand value and after sales service. So that is a detailed review of the Samsung Galaxy A50. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. This is Noel signing off. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.